everyone, so hopefully you can hear and see me okay, because I have my mega mic to the rescue. Okay, so I am going to do my little signature shows in this group. I think this is a better place, and then I will share them, all the recording shares, to my other groups, if that makes sense. Probably not. So basically my signature show will be twice a week, and I will be covering lots of really exciting topics, all to do with e-commerce business, but also to do with mindset, managing, and little snippets that I think would really help, because they really helped me when I was just starting out with all my online businesses. So I've got an incredible agenda. So the first show is sort of like the show modules, is going to be all about knowing your customer. And today will be about, just checking, oh yes, be clear on your purpose. So then I'll be doing sort of how to manage your business. As I said, success mindset, really important, because it was interesting after chatting to a few people this week, following the challenge, about that the difference from being in corporate and working for somebody to sort of shifting to working for yourself, because it's a huge transition. So there'll be quite a bit on that. Then we'll talk about starting an online business and what products to sell. And then there'll be some things on nailing your niche. So although I am teaching them in my program, obviously for my little shows, these are just little snippets to help people along their journey who are not in my program. And working from home in general, and how to be efficient and effective. So quite a few subjects there. So the first sort of few shows coming up will be about knowing your customer, because although I know a lot of people are still looking for their niche and trying to get it right, actually before you even do that, you've got to decide who you want to work with, because there's nothing worse than having products and stuff out there when you're selling it to the wrong people, and you're attracting the wrong type of customer for you. They're devaluing your product, and they're not your right people. But I'm literally stripping it right back to be clear about your purpose, because if you don't know what you are about and what your values are and what you want to do, then you're not going to have the business that you want. So you need to really sit back and say to yourself, what do I want to do? Now, how I came about doing what I'm doing is, over the years, I've helped a lot of people in a lot of different business arenas, and I've helped people who are starting up, who are halfway through, who needed help with their growth, or who've left their 9 to 5, all sorts of different things. Or they may have a shop and want to now start selling online, or vice versa. One of my latest customers started an online business and now's got a shop as well, because an opportunity came up. So, what I say to everybody that I talk to is, think about what I had to, which is who you want to work with, because this is a long-term thing. This is like a relationship building. So because of that experience of seeing who's out there, who I really enjoyed working with, who I bounced off, who valued me, that was so important, because if people don't value you and they don't value your product or your service, then they won't pay it. They won't pay what you need to earn an income from it. So I came to my conclusion that I liked working with women like me. Okay, so I like the fact that I'm 49 plus 1 years old. No, I'm joking. I'm 50. I accept I'm 50. But I've got, when I looked at who I chatted to, who was in my sort of social circle. You know, obviously it's women over 40-ish, right up to 60, 70-ish, that I could relate to, I could help, and who I really enjoyed helping and really enjoyed working with. And that, to me, is once you decide who you want to work with and who, you know, and what you want to be clear about. So I knew that yes, I wanted to work with women, but then you go, well, okay, well, doing what? Okay, and that is a challenge, and I know loads of you are really struggling with what doing what, because you might have quite a few things, you know, and most people our age have built up a huge experience across years of working in corporate. You know, even when we've, you know, raised families, we might have, you know, gone into a creative activity. So it's really sitting down and going, right, what do I actually want to do here? So I knew that I wanted to inspire. That was real key for me, because I wanted to help women either like me 12 years ago, who had, you know, my kids were a bit older, had a bit more time, just left corporate, needed to sort of try and work out what on earth I was going to do, or me now. So me now being, you know, living the dream, living in France, got my own online business, just about to go out for a couple of hours because I can, you know, and I manage my day, get up early, you know, work this evening, you know, that's my choice if I want to. So, but, you know, inspire was one of my biggest sort of aims. Then my second was to empower. So I did that a lot. So I always get an itch. I did that a lot with my websites that I help other people to build. So yes, I, you know, started off building them for people, but what I discovered was actually there's a whole bunch of people out there who can do it themselves with guidance. So it works an absolute treat. So I help a mixture of people. So my customers are, again, roughly my age, however, they are guys and they are a mixture of businesses, but the combination is that the product is niche, that they're designing a WordPress website, but they're a small business. So I don't just aim that at women entrepreneurs. So my customer target base is actually quite varied for my WordPress. But when I'm talking about my new program, the reason it was born is because I wanted to inspire but also empower. And I wanted to empower women to do something for themselves, to build their own stuff and to develop their own stuff, you know, because they may have just been in, you know, a situation where they didn't have the time, or they just come out of another job role, or they've, you know, they've been mummy and they've been wifey, and now it's their time, you know, and that's, I think, this sort of age group. So for me, that is what I see as my clear purpose, because that's what I want to do. So inspire and empower, and then for those that you go, yeah, but I really actually have no idea what I want to do, but that is a damn fine start, because unless you know what you actually want to achieve, because yes, everybody needs to pay the bills, but you've got to enjoy what you're doing. If I have a product out there that I'm just selling for money, there will be no passion behind it. And hopefully for those that I've spoken to, that I've, you know, chatted to on the phone or met or helped in all the sorts of different ways that I have done over the years, I think most people would say, you know, she really wants to help you. She really has a passion about it. You know, and for those again that are like still stuck, we are moving through, you know, about knowing your customer in detail, looking at a little bit more of the niche. But I guess what I would do right now is grab a piece of paper, because this is what I did. Draw a little stick representation of yourself, And then all around you, just put down what actually you love doing and what you get the most joy from, because some people surprise themselves and it's not what they think they should be doing. So, it's a really good exercise to just carve out a couple of minutes over a cup of tea. What are your hobbies? What makes you smile? And I was sort of going down that, I've got to work online. And then a friend of mine saw me painting my furniture and said, why don't you do something around that? And I thought, yeah, why don't I? So I launched, because you do, overnight, an upcycling business that was very, very successful in France. And I love that, and I will return to that one day, but I had to have a break because I get terrible RSI on my wrist. But I do it as a hobby now. But the point being is that's always there. I can pick that up. I'm registered to do it. So really dig deep, I think, but be really clear. It's all about what is your purpose, because yes, you can sell products and earn a little bit of money, but if you want a very successful long-term business, you need to be clear about your purpose. Hope that helps. See you next week. Bye for now.